All right. Well, we have another wonderful thing to display to you today. Everybody, you know, in the summertime usually goes and grabs their little igloo coolers or anything like that. You know, I'd even say, you know, their Yeti coolers if they can afford it. But I've got something special for you that's honestly going to replace those easy peasy. So like I was saying, this is going to be your replacement for any cooling chest 100% of the time, because I absolutely love this. So this was sent to us by BougeRV to give a honest review over it, and this is 100% going to be honest, and it's all positive in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and touch on some of the key features of this. So the first thing that I want to go over on this is the overall portability. So not only, as you saw whenever I walked on in, it has the extended handle, making it a ton easier for like taller folks like me to be able to carry this, drag it around. It comes with wheels. That is a huge aspect for me. It makes it so much easier to carry it around. As well as it does have handles, so if you're in a place where, you know, the wheels, being able to drag it isn't going to help as much, you do have the handles to be able to like carry it, co-carry it, or anything like that. Our next thing that we're going to talk about overall is going to be these dual zones. So it does have two separate zones, as you can see here. This one is going to be the one that we have set for like more colder things that need to stay frozen. And then we have this one over here that's going to have our drinks in it, because, you know, we like to chill outside on our deck and stuff. So we like to have our drinks and everything set aside so that way it's nice and cool, and for the kiddo. If you pay attention over here to the LED display, you can have these things set to 2 different temperatures. And the temperatures range from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which is super nice. But as you can see, you can set this to 2 separate different temperatures, and you can switch between the 2 on what you want. So right now we have our little one set to 10 degrees Fahrenheit to keep all the frozens nice and frozen. And we have the larger one set to 40 for all of our drinks and everything. So it's super nice on the ability to be able to do so, and being able to see everything that you need on the screen here. We do have ours set to eco, so then that way it's a little bit more friendly to the battery. The battery for this one would run for about probably, I believe it would be 28 hours is what they said. Which is a super long time, really good for campouts and family gatherings in my opinion. So this is exactly why I'm saying, like, even Yetis, I feel like can't really compare to this, because this is basically a portable refrigerator. Like, it's super nice. This is their smallest one. This is gonna be their 43 quart. It also comes in a 52 and a 61 quart. Option, so depending on the sizes that you want, the energy consumption may also vary depending on that. One thing I love about this is how quiet it is. This thing goes at like 43 decibels. It's on right now, keeping everything running, and you basically hear nothing. Like, it is perfectly good for keeping around even whenever you're sleeping. It's not going to disturb you. So we do have a few different ways of being able to charge the battery. So you've got your typical, so this is going to be where you just plug it into the wall, and then you plug it into the outlet down here to be able to charge and give it as much juice as you really need it, all the way up to full. But, you know, whenever you're out and about, you're not always accessible to an outlet. So they do give you the like the car hookup option as well. So then at that point, you can go ahead and hook it up just like that, have your car on to be able to charge it then. You can also charge this through solar hookup as well. So if you have a solar hookup, you can then hook it up to one of these slots here and be able to then charge it that way. They do have an in for a USB-C right here, so then that way you can charge it through a USB-C as well. They do have an out for a USB slot, so you can also hook up to that if you need to charge anything. I'll go ahead and open this now to kind of show you what's on the inside. So this is the battery itself. So this is going to be what it looks like. It does have some hookups here that you can also utilize as well for an in and an out. And also a really nice feature that I think is absolutely fantastic that they added is going to be the fact that they have a bottle cap opener on this. Super nice for like parties, campouts, and all that good jazz. So the next thing that we're going to go over, and the last thing as well, is going to be overall the application that comes with it, because of course it's not over until we get to see the app, because you can control this from your phone. As you can see here, you can see that it's going to tell you exactly how much battery life it has, how you can turn on the entire device, or if you even just wanted one side or the other to be on and the other be off, you can also do that. You can control all of your sides in terms of the temperature, which is really nice. It gives you the wonderful ability to do so. And if you are charging, it's going to tell you your output and input for that type of charging. And then down here, you're going to have your options of whether or not you want it to be eco, max, or if you want there to be any sounds coming from the machine in the sense of whenever you do inputs. So definitely a lot of stuff that you can utilize on the app. It's super nice, full control. If not, you probably have a few more options on the application itself. So super handy to have that. One of the key features that I also really love is just overall the energy saver. Helps in the end and makes everything a lot easier, especially when you're going on those trips. So, like I said, this is going to be your replacement for any cooler that you have. So you can definitely throw out those Igloos, you can throw out even those Yetis, because this is going to be definitely your lifesaver on any camp out or family trip, because it is going to have everything you need and keep everything you have nice and cool. So this is definitely going to be the one that I would highly recommend.